Howdy, Internet. This is... Wait a minute! What am I doing in here? I'm supposed to be out there with him! Hey, watch it! I didn't know virus! I regret naming Bonzi Kong my archenemy. Clearly, you've got a way bigger hate-on for me than he does. Shall we cut to the chase? Your gigavitamins, my power pills. 3 rounds, okay? Alright, Mr. Medicine. Are you even old enough to be a doctor? Let's play! Howdy, Internet. This is Goatface. Welcome back to the Goatface Corner. In today's episode, vaccinate your kids. Mr. Medicine was a game created by Entertainment System and released to home consoles in the year 1990. We here at the Goatface Corner have made it a tradition that I absolutely school our good buddy Neojock at Mr. Medicine at least 3 times a month. Yet, for some unfathomable reason, he didn't want to appear in this episode. Apparently, he has better things to do than lose to me with an audience. The object of the game is a noble one. You, as Mr. Nestor Medicine, have set out to cure all of the world's most volatile diseases, distilled down to these 3 funky, surprisingly popular virus caricatures. The red one's name is Fever, and he is obviously the best. The blue one is Chill, and the pink one is... weird? I don't get it. The other 2 are symptoms of illness, but I've never heard anybody becoming weird because they've caught low bandwidth or something. At least, not yet. Anyway, your journey to cure the world of all disease is actually a lot simpler than it might seem. Turns out the easiest, most conducive way to rid the world of illness is to just take normal medicine, make it huge, and then just crush viruses with them. It's your standard color match procedure that is extremely cliche amongst puzzle games. Mr. Medicine takes it in a slightly different direction though, as the things you want to match with, viruses, spawn all over the board right from the start, and you're intended to pilot your pills around them. It's actually possible to pull off some really cool moves when driving these pills around, which makes the world record runs really impressive to watch, but there's not a whole lot of explaining I can do about it. Mostly I would recommend matching colors. It's an incredibly simple game, like a lot of the games we've talked about on the show thus far, which explains its somewhat middling reviews. This game was released literally 1 year ago, and gamers have come to expect games with a little more substance than this, especially from Nestor Kid, no offense. Many official game reviewers have said that while the game is certainly a cut above the other color match games at the time, it is still just one of those games. It has nice, though very simplistic graphics, little to no story, except for one somewhat baffling point I'll get to a little later, and 0 innovations to gameplay throughout the entire experience. These are all genuine faults you can place in the game, sure, but the one I wanted to bring special attention to is a complaint levied by parents. Specifically, it is noted that a number of parents were critical of the game's premise because they didn't think medicine should be in a children's video game. Now, I can almost sort of see where they're coming from with this in an, oh, my child might see this and think pills are candy kind of way, which I suppose would be fair if it weren't for the fact that nobody had a problem with Chomp Champ, a game in which you literally find and eat pills that don't belong to you. If your child is naive enough to be unable to make the connection in their head that grandma's happy pills and candy are not the same thing, then maybe you shouldn't be letting them play games or hang out in the medicine cabinet unsupervised anyway, because they seem like they're maybe 5. What I'm trying to say here is that it's not Entertainment System's job to look after your kid, it's yours. In fact, if you wanted to spin this positively, you could use this game as a way to teach your children that medicine is only for when you're sick, and that you should be very careful about it. If there's any parents in the audience, or even any people in the audience at all who disagree with me here, I'd like you to do me a favor. Take your opinion. Okay, now put it in. Good. Also, vaccinate your kids. This game has exactly 1 cutscene, by the way. Before you start your game, in a fashion similar to last week's Boon Patrol, you can customize your gaming experience. You can bump up the number of viruses in your bottle, as well as how strongly gravity affects the pills you pop on them. Turns out, if you set both of these things to their very highest difficulty, and then successfully remove the bottle with its viruses, you actually get an ending. Yup! Aliens, apparently! Apparently Mr. Medicine is a space hero in his spare time. Mr. Medicine is a decent game with some weird ideas surrounding it, both by the game's own design and by the interpretations of the people who played it. I recommend it. But how about a second opinion? I prescribe you a game over! No, let's just go with the classics. Nestor, how about a taste of your own medicine? That's game!